Well, hi, I'm Carol Waldman. This is number 3 for me. I came to Panama 4 years ago in August and did the tour with Jackie, the relocation tour 5 years ago, and moved here with 2 other people. We were roommates. We lived in Guarare in the Azuero Peninsula, and I did a video from Guarare. Lived there about 8 months and moved the day before COVID. Literally, we did our last load and they put the curfews on. So I was in Playa Rompio after that. I had my own house then, and I did a video from Playa Rompio. Lived in my house there for 2 years. Loved it, absolutely loved it. It's beautiful out there, it's country, but it was just a little too quiet for me. And I was spending too much time in the garden and with my cactus and my plants. And I decided, I didn't really want to do that when I retired. So I had some friends that moved up here to the Coronado, Gorgona area. And I would come visit them and discovered there's lots to do up here. Lots. There's lots of expats. I actually live in Nueva, Gorgona. I live in a high rise, which I never thought I would do. Love it here. Absolutely love it. Now I live in a high rise, but I live on the 2nd floor, so it's not really a high rise. But I'm afraid of heights, so I needed something nice and low. I'm very happy here. I live with my little dog, Layla. She's still around. And lots to do here. Lots to do. There are plenty of places that you can go for breakfast. In fact, there's a new place I want to go to that I'm going Tuesday, actually, with several friends. Places for lunch, dinner, several places. Picasso's, The Bench, Gold Coast, even my place here in Ensenada. They will have music at night, different entertainers, dinner. Recently, I went to listen to a sax player. She was outstanding. So there's lots to do in the evenings. I play pickleball, or was playing pickleball. I broke my wrist. That was fun. And here they do the old-fashioned plaster of Paris cast. Very, very heavy. Oh my gosh. And they sawed it off in the United States and put on this thing. And I go in a couple of weeks back to the United States to see if I can get it off and maybe start physical therapy. About, how many months ago? In January, I had a brain fart. The neurologist that I was seeing told me I had a misfire in my brain. The neurons just misfired. We don't know why. I went through every test you can imagine. Every test. Everything was normal. Everything came out normal. I'm fine. It wasn't a stroke. I had no long-term effects. So it was very interesting. I did get to see Pacifica Salud in Panama City. Great hospital. Really, really nice hospital. I spent 2 nights there. Jackie was absolutely wonderful and helped me out. My lawyer as well, Alicia Coro, was absolutely wonderful, and her daughter and her son, and they helped me out. And all my friends, oh my gosh, people were coming over to help me and take me places, and so lots of help. People are your family here. They're not just your friends, they're your family. Life can be exciting here. All kinds of things can happen. Or I have lots of friends that just take it easy and they just relax, enjoy the beach, don't really go out that much. I myself like to go out a lot. If I start here, I can actually walk 7 miles on my beach, going all the way to the end. That's in Coronado, and then walk all the way to the river. So I've got a nice long walk that I can do. Low tide, of course. High tide, I'll get stopped a couple places. In fact, I can walk to Coronado quicker than I can drive. I'm very happy here. We've got 3 swimming pools and a little kiddie pool. We have a restaurant. We have our beach bar just right on the beach. We have an exercise room, 2 jacuzzis. We have a little game room with a ping pong table. We have a pickleball court. We have a really pretty pond, a really nice kids play area. So this place has a lot of amenities. Several restaurants within walking distance. I'm really living in an active place now. And I enjoy the people coming in and going. There are a lot of snowbirds that come in, and right now they're gone. This is low season. And I enjoy that. I enjoy meeting different people. Occasionally, well, I shouldn't say occasionally. On weekends, a lot of Panamanians will come in. They own a lot of the condos here, and we only see them on weekends. But even so, when it's really busy and even high season, it's still not that crowded. You can still go downstairs and find a table to sit at. There's just more people here. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the place I live in now. I live in PH Bahia, and I have a kind of the open concept. My kitchen and my dining room and my living room all connect. If I open my front door or even my kitchen window and my back door, I get a really nice breeze. And depending on the season, the wind may be coming this way or it may be going that way. Just depends on the season. But I get a really nice breeze. Sometimes it's too much of a breeze, actually, and I do have to close the front door. But it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, very, very nice place. Most of these places are owned and decorated by the owners. So they're all different. I have a dishwasher. My friends that live in Tower 2 do not have a dishwasher. So they're not all identical. I have kitchen windows that I can see out of. My friends, their kitchen windows are up above the cabinets. So some of the units are built a little bit differently. They come furnished. And that includes towels and sheets and utensils and pots and pans and dishes. I brought quite a few of my own. So I use some of theirs, some of mine, some of theirs I've stored away. I have a great balcony. Actually, I have 2 balconies, one off of my living room and one off of my bedroom. For something like this, it'll run $1,200 to $1,500 a month. That's double what I was paying in Rompio, but I have a lot of amenities here. Hot water at every faucet. In Rompio, I didn't have hot water. I actually had to put a hot water heater in on my upstairs shower. Now, I live on the 2nd floor, but it's really nice here. They spray for bugs, so we don't tend to get very many bugs. I find if I just light a couple of candles, the very, very few mosquitoes that will come in are detoured by that because I leave my doors wide open, the front door, back door, and I don't really have a bug issue. Again, I am paying double, but I also live in a really, really large complex. We have a garage downstairs underground, so car can stay nice and clean after you wash it. Security, there's a guard at the gate who is very strict about letting people in. You can reserve the pickleball court. We have a tennis court and a basketball court. You can reserve those. We have a hairdresser downstairs, Juan Carlos. Really nice guy, does a nice job. There's a room to get a massage. We have a restaurant under Tower 2. And then we have our beach bar restaurant. So I don't mind paying what I'm paying because it's just so much more. I'm an hour and a half from the city. I can make it to the airport hour 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours to the airport. Recently, I just did a trial run with some friends. We took the bus, and then at Albrook, we caught the metro and took the metro all the way to the airport, which was great. The bus was $2.50. The metro was 50 cents. Now let's talk about groceries. We have a 99 grocery store. We have a Ray, but right now it's being remodeled. So they're really expanding it, and I imagine it'll be a very nice remodel job. Then across the street, we have a Machetazo, and I like Machetazo. It's a local. 99 is local as well. I probably do most of my grocery shopping there at those two. I don't necessarily have to have American brands, so my grocery bill is not that high. You can go to El Valle, which is about a 30-minute drive up kind of in the mountains, and it's like kind of like a boquete, and they have oodles and oodles of really nice fresh vegetables and fruits and lettuce and just anything you can think of. And they do a farmer's market pretty much every day, but very big farmers markets on the weekend. We have a new Reba Smith that just opened. It's really big. They closed the old one. It was very small, and the new one's very, very nice. Very large, really nice, big parking lot. But Reba Smith tends to be a little bit more expensive. As far as shopping, we have a few shopping areas that you could buy clothes. Not a lot, but we have our Do-It Center. We have a Novi. We have a Coches. So if you need to fix something, we've got places where you can go. We've got lots of pharmacies, and of course the Orocha. The Westland Mall is about an hour drive from here, and then the city's an hour and a half. So if you really needed something you couldn't find it here, it's not that far to go to find what you want, because of course in the city you'll find anything. You'll find everything. As far as medical is concerned, I am over 65, so I have Medicare in the United States, and I have a Medicare Advantage plan. So I'm covered when I go to the United States. In fact, in about 10 days, I'm headed there, and I'm got an appointment at the orthopedic for my wrist. I'm doing I've got a dental cleaning. I'm going to get my eyes checked. I have a physical scheduled. So I try to take care of a lot of that because my Medicare is covering it. There's no cost for me for those items. Here in Panama, I do not have any insurance. Now, supposedly Medicare covers you if there's an emergency. And recently I did just have an emergency. I've not filed anything yet, so I don't know how that will go. But my initial visit to the first hospital was about $10. And they did take an x-ray. I think the x-ray might have been $20. So the costs are not really outrageously expensive. Now, when I went to the city, and I stayed 2 nights in the city, and literally they did MRIs, CT scans. I did a bone marrow. They did all kinds of tests there. And my bill was $1,500. So I don't think that was outrageous. I went in an ambulance to the city. The ambulance was $500. They allowed me to pay with a credit card. And the hospital I was in the city is affiliated with Johns Hopkins. It's a private hospital, very, very nice. So I don't think the medical is that outrageous here if you don't have insurance. So I have not purchased any insurance for Panama. My broken arm, going to emergency, and then the next day I went to a hospital to see an orthopedic doctor, and he put me in a permanent cast. Well, not a permanent. They put me in a cast, and then 3 days later, after the swelling went down, then he put me in a permanent cast. All of that was $36. I think the doctors here are great. A lot of the doctors speak a little bit of English. I'm learning my Spanish, and Google Translate. There's another app that I just found, Say Hi, which is really, really a nice app. Those can get you through most anything. We have lots of vets here, which is really nice in the Gorgona area. And there's one that's I barely get to the highway and he's right there, Mia Pets. They're really, really good with the pets and not expensive at all. I take Layla about every 2 weeks to get her nails clipped. They charge me $4 to clip her nails. Sometimes he uses the drill on her and I keep her shots kept up. I know a lot of people have taken their very sick pets and pets with problems to my vet, and they love him. There's quite a few other different vets in the Coronado area, which is helpful. Restaurants are very, very nice about you taking your dogs and they'll bring them water because most of the restaurants here tend to be outdoors. And so it's not an issue. People don't think twice of you taking your pets to the restaurants. Panama is a wonderful, wonderful place. I absolutely love it. I would not consider going back to the States to live. Come and check it out. Come witness, come rent, and rent in different places. You know what? Take a tour. If you're not sure, and you live in the States, so you live in the city, come take a tour because it will take you to city. It'll take you to the mountains and take you to the beach. All the areas in Panama are so different, and you'll get to see those different areas, but somebody will know the right places to take you to. Then go out on your own or buy the guide, because I know the guide will give all that information, and then if you're adventurous, then you can do it on your own. But come and rent. Come try the different seasons. Wet season is very different than dry season. I actually like wet season, I think, better than dry, just because it's so windy, and I have a 4-pound dog. So when I take her outside in the dry season and it's windy, she has a hard time just standing up and not getting knocked over. But try it out. It's not for everybody, certainly not for everybody. This is a place that, when they say the land of Manana, and Manana doesn't really mean tomorrow, could be next week, could be in a month, there's no stress. People here are not stressed. They enjoy life. They enjoy today. I'm busy. I keep very, very busy, but I am so unstressed and so relaxed and so happy, so content. And that's what this country allows. That's what it gives you. The people here are very happy. They're very sweet people, very nice, very helpful, and they're very happy, very content. So it is a great place if you can relax, if you can accept the culture. And they speak Spanish here. Well, if you don't speak it, you can work around that. You can use your phone and enjoy yourself, enjoy the culture, enjoy what Panama has to offer. Those of us that live here and love it, we love it because of that, because they have opened their arms to us Americans, to Canadians, accepted us, and allowed us to join in a little bit on their culture, their secret to enjoying life and being happy. So do your research, absolutely do your research online, but you can't take everybody's word for it. You have to come to Panama. You have to check it out yourself. You've got to get those boots on the ground, and not just for a week. You do have to put some effort. You got to put some time into it. It is a great place. If you fall in love, you're a goner. You're done for. I'm going to see you in Panama.